What's going on, my good people? It's your boy Megell Street, back on the set of Shoe Care Academy to clean up what's actually in my top 3 sneakers of all time. Super excited about this one. I'm gonna show you guys how to properly clean up these black metallic 5s with our Reshoevn8r Signature Kit. Now, one of my favorite things about the Signature Kit is the flexibility. You can hit a quick clean if that's all you need, or you can use our Reshoevn8r laundry system and get an even deeper clean. Now for these, we're gonna do the pre-treatment first just to see how we're looking, and that'll let us know if we actually need to use a laundry system or not. Without further ado, let's get into it. Now, I ain't gonna lie, the production team has been hooking your boy up lately because I got to wear these for a couple weeks, and the Black Cat 3s, we actually just dropped that video, so go check that out if you haven't seen it already. But if I'm being honest, between the two pairs, I gotta say the black metallic 5s is hitting way harder, but not like this, so let's get it right. We're gonna set our cleaning station up and move this left shoe to the side for before and after purposes. All right, so one of the things that sets us apart from most shoe cleaners is the fact that we have 3 brushes. We got a soft, medium, and stiff brush that are all meant for different things. We usually pair that with our dry rack and bowl combo, which we store our water in and our solution right in there. Of course, we got our 4-ounce bottle of solution. This is where the magic happens. This right here is low-key one of my favorite Reshoevn8r products. This is our shoe tree. Every one of my pairs at home has got this in it. This is gonna help with the form and keep the integrity of the sneaker during the cleaning. We're gonna be able to apply as much pressure as we need to on this here toe box. And over here, what makes it the signature kit is our Reshoevn8r sneaker laundry bag. Now, if you didn't know, this was actually the very first Reshoevn8r product. And last but not least, our Reshoevn8r cleaning mat. This is gonna help make sure we don't make a complete mess. It's already got some dirt on it from these shoes, so it's definitely gonna help out for today's cleaning. First up, we're gonna add some water and solution to our bowl, then take out these laces. Now that we got our cleaning station all set up, laces out of the shoe, we're gonna just start out with some housekeeping. If you watch this channel, you already know we're not gonna just rub this dirt deeper into the sneaker. We're gonna take our soft bristle brush and dry brush, try to get as much of this caked on loose dirt off the shoe as we can. With this being a nubuck sneaker, we definitely don't wanna rub this dirt deeper into the shoe because that's just gonna make our job harder. Dope, we got that dry brushing step knocked out. Shoes looking a lot better already. We are gonna start with our soft bristle brush on the uppers. Now, the reason we start with the soft brush is because it is the least abrasive and it creates the most suds. So once we're done with this brush, we'll be able to tell exactly where the deeper stains are, where we need to focus our attention at. So let's get going. So like I mentioned earlier, this is a nubuck sneaker. Anytime you're cleaning up nubuck, you wanna make sure you clean the shoe evenly, especially if you're using water for the cleaning. If you just wet one area, you can risk water damage. Man, I feel bad. I didn't even introduce our microfiber towel. This is also one of my favorite products, so sorry I left you hanging, baby. All right, so the uppers are looking a lot better just with that soft bristle brush. One thing I am noticing though, there's a good amount of dirt and rocks getting trapped behind this cage here. That is one thing you guys have to take note of when you're cleaning up 5s or 4s actually. So we're just gonna take this bad boy over to Mini Worlds and blow that out. So we just took care of all that dirt and rocks that was chilling under this cage right here. If you don't have a compressor at home, your other option is gonna be really just trying to smack those rocks out, kind of wiggle them through and, you know, try to finesse your way to get everything out. Moving on to this cleaning, we're gonna go ahead and tackle this midsole with our medium bristle brush. We're just gonna pretty much let the brush do the work. You don't have to scrub too hard, just let the brush and the solution do all the work. Now, this sneaker is a continuation on Jordan Brand's Reimagined colorways. I really like this one. This is probably my favorite one. 3M around the edges definitely gives this shoe a crazy pop that I was not expecting. Now, if I had the choice, the only thing I would change about this sneaker has to be this heel tab. Now, we just saw on the Brick by Bricks that Nigel dropped, he actually had a 3M mini swoosh stitched into the mudguard area here. My question to Jordan Brand, why didn't you just use 3M stitching? I mean, Shout out to Hat Club because they use it on the hat. You know. So in my opinion, they definitely should have went with the stitching versus the stamped on Nike Air on the back. But that's neither here nor there. We're just gonna grab this stiff brush and finish off this cleaning. One thing these Jordan Retros all have in common is they all have some super small crevices on the bottom of the sneaker. So sometimes the stiff bristle brush just isn't enough. So what I'm gonna do with the pick is just get in there and try to get as much of that dirt out as possible. Then I'm gonna do one more pass with the stiff bristle brush. We should be good to go. All right, guys, we're getting somewhere. The shoe's looking a whole lot better, especially from where we started. A couple things though, we gotta clean these laces right here. They're a little dirty. We're gonna drop these in the washer. That's the best way to clean these up since they're white. And we're gonna go ahead and take our insole out, give it a quick scrub, and then drop this in the washer as well, just so it can be fully disinfected. And one thing about these laces, when the official images dropped of these black metallic 5s, there was a lot of controversy. A lot of people did not like the white laces, some people did. I think it definitely ties in with the 3M touches they added on the outline of the sneakers. This is something that I did. I did this back in the day. It's also dope that Jordan Brand threw in the black laces, just in case you didn't want to rock with that option. I'm honestly just gonna drop these in the water real quick and then drop them in the laundry bag, just because I know it's gonna do all the work. All right, got that lace all soapy. I'm not even gonna scrub it just because I know the washer's gonna take care of it. So I'll drop this and the insole in the washer, set this sneaker outside to dry, and we'll be good to go. All right, my people, this step is super easy. Cold water, normal cycle. Reshoevn8r laundry pod, and you're good to go. All right, we are back. We got our insole and our shoelace pulled out of the washer. They're both clean and disinfected. The shoe is looking really good. It's looking a whole lot cleaner. One thing I will say though, when you're working with black nubuck, it can get a little bit faded, but we got the fix for it. All you're gonna need is our Reshoevn8r mink oil. Pair that with our horsehair brush. Spray a couple thin, even coats all around the sneaker. With our horsehair brush, you'll rub that in. That's gonna bring that rich back color back to this sneaker. One of the things I love about this mink oil is the fact that it's gonna bring back the color on your suede if it gets faded, and it also helps condition and keep the longevity of your sneakers. So you know that look of your arms, your legs, like before you put on lotion, and then the look after you put on lotion, you know you're looking all good, polished up and shiny. That's exactly how these metallic 5s are looking after that mink oil. So I guess you could say an example for the mink oil is like putting lotion on your skin to make it easier. With that being said, shoe's looking a lot better. We're gonna go ahead and get our insole back in the shoe, lace them up, and we'll be good to go. All right, so now that the sneaker is all clean, it's got me thinking about, you know, my top 3 Jordan 5s of all time, and I gotta put these at the top of the list. And if I'm being honest, I think we got a close second and third tie. It's like a 2A and a 2B for the Fire Red 5s, because the silver and black tongue are both classics, but you know, it's kind of hard to put one over the other. So that's 1 and 2. My third favorite Jordan 5. If I'm going with a non-OG colorway, it'll probably be the Tokyo 5s. That yellow and black is just insane, man. It's crazy. Comment down below what your top 3 Jordan 5s are of all time. There it is. Shoe is all cleaned up, but you know we gotta show you that before. Yeah, we came a long way. Pretty much, we got these results using our signature kit. We started off with our pre-cleaning using the soft, medium, and stiff bristle brushes. After that, we went ahead and threw our laces and our insole in the washer, let the shoes dry outside, and then took care of some minor fading with our Reshoevn8r mink oil and of course the horsehair brush. With all these products, you can achieve results just like this at home. Make sure you head over to Reshoevn8r.com and use code METALLIC20 to save 20% off your order, but it's only for the first 20 orders, so I'd hurry up if I was you. That's gonna do it for today's cleaning. I had some fun. I'll catch y'all next time. Peace.